Situations and conversations with Trey Renee. Real situations, real conversations. Empowering the community leads to elevation. Entertainment and education, no better time than now. Pure enlightenment for the crowd. This is Situations and Conversations with Trey Renee.
Today on Situations and Conversations, we're focused on wellness, Black Rose wellness. In a world that too often tells us to survive and not heal, there are some change makers rewriting that narrative. Introducing the founders of Black Rose Wellness, a community-rooted space where healing, joy, and community take center stage for Black women and femmes. This isn't just about mental health. It's about spiritual liberation. And these ladies are going to show us just how to do it. So buckle up, buttercups. The conversation starts now. I am so honored to be sitting here with the ladies of the Black Rose Wellness Group. Thank you guys so much for being here.
You are welcome.
Thanks for having us.
No, this was a long time coming. We had a lot of scheduling because you guys are out here doing the good work. And I'm so excited to bring this to my viewers and my listeners today. So I just want to start off right off the top. Sunflower Z, representing in your full regalia. I love it. I love it. Why don't you tell everybody about Black Rose Wellness? Why did you create it, and what is this group all about?
Well, Black Rose Wellness, we are a nonprofit that specifically specializes in providing holistic collective healing retreats for Black women and femmes. We started this because as therapists, we all realize the gaps in care when it comes to opportunities to actually engage in holistic practices such as sound healing, energy work, Reiki, and just coming together. It was a need. So we just came together and was like, we're going to fill that need. And we're going to create spaces where Black women can come and actually foster sisterhood. They can be exposed to different holistic healing modalities that is not always readily available or accessible here in Portland. So
yeah, well, I think they're accessible and acceptable to certain people. But for us, sometimes we look at it as a little woo-woo.
Exactly.
The holistic piece of it all, right? So can you speak a little bit more about like what makes you all different?
Yeah, so we do provide a lot of psychoeducation and dispelling of the myths, because sometimes people will think holistic healing equals religion. And we often have to, break through some of the stigma and let people know that these are our divine ancestral practices of healing, and that, sometimes these processes are gatekept and also viewed as being for only one race or ethnicity. And we just want to see more Black women empowered in taking care of themselves and engaging in medicine that is going to help counter mental, emotional, and spiritual imbalances.
And boy, oh boy, do we need it now more than ever. We are in a time, a place, and a space where healing is so necessary. So thank you so much for that breakdown. Sharice, why was it important for you to create a wellness space centered around specifically Black women and femmes?
Love this question because we get asked that, right? In Oregon, I believe the state of Oregon is only 3% Black, right? So we can say it's probably only 1.5% Black women. So it's even fewer. Therefore, there are very few spaces where Black women can show up and feel seen and feel safe and feel like their whole selves are being centered and cared for. And so that is really our vision, to give Black women a space where we can come and heal. We know that Black women have really high risks for different health disparities, right? For birth outcomes. Like there's so many things that Black women experience and face that other folks don't. And there's not always spaces for Black women to, one, come and talk about it, come and heal from it, right? Like talking about the racism that we experience constantly, our mental health struggles that differ from other communities or other genders, right? And so we really wanted to create a space for Black women to come and just woo-saw, right? And not feel like they have to be on guard and not feel like that they have to be under some scrutiny or some attack, right? Which we know is just the reality for Black women. I don't know if anyone saw that movie that just came out, Straw by Tyler Perry.
Oh, yes.
That highlighted why we need spaces that we're providing. Black women need to get into that retreat space so we can heal. We know that historically we have been the ones that keep communities together, that are like the ones keeping our families upheld and taken care of, right? And so where are our spaces to release, right? Where are our spaces to be cared for and loved on? And there aren't a lot. And so we really wanted to bring that here to Portland specifically.
Yeah, and you have. I mean, I have full disclosure. I have participated in at least one of your events. I couldn't stay the whole time, which really bummed me out because I didn't really know what I was getting into. I'm not going to lie. I felt like, I was like, this all sounds really good. Yeah. And it just seems like it's going to be soothing to my soul. I need healing. I need help. I need support. But I was nervous because you're walking into an experience where you may not know anyone, and I didn't know anyone. Yeah. And on the flip side, there would be people there who may highly likely think that they know me. And I say think because they hear me on the radio, they see me on TV, and I do present as who I am. Anybody who knows me, it's pretty much what you see is still what you get. But you don't know the struggles that I'm going through. And so for me, I was like, oh, I want to go. I want to participate, but I'm afraid to be vulnerable. And what I will say is when I walked into the space, I immediately felt not only welcomed by you all, but the other ladies in the room. It was very safe, but I want to say something beyond that. It felt sacred. Yes. Like immediately upon entering, you know what it is. What happens here stays here, right? Or at least what you've experienced or what you say stays here. And we're going to love and support on you in all the best ways. And I know I don't need to keep going. I have you all here to talk to about this. But Ruth, I want to, so thank you all, first of all, for what you're doing. Yeah, absolutely. And I'll be at more. But Ruth, I want to talk to you about some of the stigmas that there are around mental health, because all of you are therapists, but on top of this, you're doing this holistic approach and these experiences. That's what I like to call them. I know you say retreats, but it's a whole experience also. And so talk about some of the stigmas that surround why people may be a little hesitant at first and how you break down and tear down these stigmas.
Absolutely. Yeah. Also a great question. Because essentially this is for us, by us. So we really understand these lived experiences being a Black woman, especially here in Portland, that it's hard to express. And you just talked about vulnerability. It's really hard to express anger, grief, sadness, loneliness, and even joy. Like some of that is like stripped away on the most deepest level, and it's from generation to generation. So we understand these stigmas that, how are Black women supposed to be expressed? How are we supposed to express anger? How are we supposed to express grief? How are we supposed to show that we're hurt and we're lonely or we're scared? Often, essentially there are these like bigger systems in play that reinforce this idea that we need to show up a certain way, which causes us to feel more vulnerable, more at risk to go into these spaces. And also living in Portland, like this is Portland. This is really a space where a lot of non-people of color have indoctrinated this like sense of wellness. And like there's yoga studios, there's healing spaces, there's retreats, and it doesn't necessarily feel safe for Black women. I'll speak for myself, for me personally, to be entering this space, because we all need this time to just like explore our healing journey and heal from these really tough experiences. So we want to create a container that teaches, like Z was saying, Sunflower Z was saying about, just showing up authentically and having these containers where we could just completely express ourselves. We can be heard, we can be seen, we can be held. And the psychoeducation part, right, is really understanding what are all of these systems in place that reinforce these stigmas. And who are we on a truly deeper level as an individual, as a person who is deserving of healing and who's deserving of these spaces. So
Deserving to live and be well.
Right,
It seems so basic, but the pressures on people, and then the pressures on Black people, and then the pressures on Black women in particular to always show up, to, you have the whole myth. It's a myth, the whole angry Black woman thing.
Right.
Anytime we, get elevated or we even want to speak our truth, we get labeled.
Yes.
The labels. And how are you all like working to help combat some of that in these retreat spaces that you have, Sunflower Z?
Yes, we, for one, honor that our emotions are valid. If you are even labeled as angry Black woman, I bet that rage was valid. I bet it was warranted. You don't get someone being entitled angry for no reason. I bet that woman was advocating for herself. So we cultivate the space for us to be welcomed, and we also put out the narrative that healing doesn't have to look one way, right? The way that Western society has portrayed it. We like to encourage inner child work and play and fun. So we also reduce that stigma that's associated with mental health or spiritual health by just lightening the mood with education. I mean, doing lives and really just making sure we are centering that, hey, these are opportunities we've experienced the healing and the benefits from, and we want to share it with our community. And we understand that, unfortunately, when it comes to holistic practice, there is that stigma and the woo-woo-ness. And I'm here to say that sometimes you gotta go woo-woo, okay? You gotta attend to your spirit. And that's the part that's often lacking in mental health care, is they leave the spiritual, the energy work out of it. And those are key components to our overall wellness. So
For real.
We're here
For
for
real. Let me tell you something. One of the most releasing, healing experiences I've ever had was at your retreat, when I was able to feel safe enough to express some rage.
Yes.
I had a lot of rage in here.
yes.
Okay, I smile and I laugh, and that's genuine at the time. It's not, but it's not all the time.
Yeah.
And when I walked in and I saw those bats on the ground, I said, "Oh, I am in the right place, baby."
Yes.
All these women just surrounded by love, and it was all the smell. It was everything.
Yes.
I feel like you all took time to curate
Yes.
a space that attended to all the needs and all the senses, right? It smelled amazing. It looked safe, right? It felt soft spaces. You all had mats down there for those who, you had other accommodations for those who can't get down all the way or can't get up after they get down. You had, but those bats. When I saw that visually, I was like, okay, what we doing? At first I was like, huh. And then I was like, that can only be for one thing, right? Like, and so I don't want to give it away because I know you guys have events coming up and I don't want to give away all the little secret sauces.
Okay.
But I have a question for you before we go to break. Where do you see Black Rose Wellness in 5 years from now? Sharice.
Okay. I see us expanding. I see us expanding statewide, nationally, internationally. I'll claim it for us, right? But really, I see us embedding completely into our Portland community and showing up in all the spaces where Black women need that respite. That is my goal for us. I definitely see us shifting the community, right? I see us bringing so much healing to, we know this Portland community, we've experienced a lot of gentrification. We've experienced a lot of disconnect, right? I see us being an answer to that call in this community that has poured into us, right? And that we love serving. And then I see us hopefully trickling that into other spaces where that's needed. We know this is a wild time that we're living in, but it's always been a wild time for Black women, right? But things are increasing, right? They continue to go up, and so I see us continuing to be a space where when Black women need that respite, that safe space, that healing, they know exactly where to go, and that we are readily available.
As my doc clocked it. Yes. And that is a beautiful place for us to pause, because you all spreading all this wonderful healing and wellness, you're going to actually share a mini experience that we can go through together with my viewers and the listeners, right? Yes. Okay. That's so awesome. All right. Don't go away. We are on our wellness journey together with the ladies of Black Rose Wellness on Situations and Conversations. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Nina, and I'm the director of Stores of Adorn. We are a women's clothing boutique that specializes in having a diverse selection of brands, styles that fit all different body types. We are at our Lake Oswego location today. We are one of 3 stores and our 2 other stores in Portland. Thanks for coming in. We hope to see you at one of our 3 locations.
Special thanks to our presenting sponsor, Oregon Health Authority, helping people and communities achieve optimum physical, mental, and social well-being. Welcome back to what looks like a healing circle here right now on Situations and Conversations with Trey Renee. And really, it's with the ladies of Black Rose Wellness. And it looks like you're about to take us on a very serious journey. Ruth, what are we doing?
Yes, so this is going to be a mini holistic experience where we can just connect a little bit more to the body. We've got some breath work, a guided meditation with Sunflower Z, and then I've got some instruments here to help drop into our body a little bit more and promote some relaxation after the meditation with different sound healing instruments.
Okay, do I need to do anything to prep?
All you got to do is just be welcoming in this energy and allow yourself to settle and connect with yourself. That's all.
I'm very excited. Okay, let's go.
All right.
So we are going to take a moment to get grounded in our bodies, grounded in our mind, and grounded in our spirit. For once, I want you to take your right hand and place it over your heart. And take your left hand and place it just below the belly button. And we are just going to start by taking some nice deep inhales through our nose. And when you exhale, you're going to exhale nice and slow through your puckered lips to allow for full body relaxation. Let's go ahead and begin. Inhale through your nose. And exhale nice and slow through your puckered lips. And inhale again. And exhale, allowing yourself to become present. We're going to take one more final collective deep breath in through your nose. Bringing in that love, that gratitude. And exhaling anything that does not serve you in this present moment. Now let's just take a moment and mentally scan your body. Just checking in with yourself. Noticing where you may be feeling any sensations, any pain or discomfort. Just take note, you're not judging. Scanning your head, your neck, your shoulders. And just noticing any tension that may be ready to be released. And taking a nice deep inhale to breathe through the discomfort. Allowing that breath to flow through your body. Bringing more of the energy that is desired. And exhaling any of the stress, the anxiety, any feelings that may arise that take you out of this present moment. And just visualize yourself becoming more grounded. Seeing the roots sprouting from the soles of your feet and connecting you with this abundant source of renewable energy we call Mother Earth. With each and every breath you take, just allow more loving energy, peace, and tranquility into your body. And just releasing any emotions that's not serving you in this moment. And take this moment and just intentionally send love all throughout your body and gratitude. Being grateful for what your body allows you to do. Giving thanks to that beautiful brain that is showing up faithfully for you. And affirm, I am loved and divinely supported. I want you to visualize an intention to hold with you throughout the day and allow it just to be nourished. We're going to take a deep breath and just bring our hands to heart center. Bring your hands together. Take this last and final deep breath. Allowing all the energy that you need to feel grounded today to flow to you. Inhaling through your nose. And exhaling any last resistance as you take that final exhale. And you may slowly just come out the meditation. We're opening your eyes and wiggling your toes. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. Ooh, I almost forgot where I was.
No.
We're doing a whole show.
Yes.
Thank you. That was lovely.
and I set my intention
Yeah.
for the rest of the day, and I feel so much lighter. And old Trey Renee would never think that this was something
Yeah.
yes, that would, let alone work, but be like comfortable, a comfortable space to be in. But I am here to tell you, ladies have really created something here. And I want to honor you by honoring my viewers and my listeners by saying, you have access to this right here.
Yes.
They have events coming up. I know you guys have one coming up in just a couple weeks. And we're going to make sure that we get people over there information, how to get in touch with the ladies of Black Rose Wellness on the screen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, y'all, be well.
All right, family, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for hanging with us. I love and appreciate you for it. God willing, we'll be back next week for more. In the meantime, make sure you take excellent care of yourselves. That's the only way you'll be able to take care of anyone else, which is our mission. When you think me, think we. When you think you, think too. See ya. Special thanks to our presenting sponsor, Oregon Health Authority, helping people and communities achieve optimum physical, mental, and social well-being. And thanks to our supporting partners, Louisa, a community-centered event space in the heart of Northeast Portland, and Adorn Boutique for my fabulous wardrobe. Situations and Conversations is a Trey Renee production in conjunction with Thomas Chung Films. Watch Situations and Conversations with Trey Renee Sundays at noon on Portland CW and streaming on the Coin Plus app.